This is an SWX Sports special presentation, celebrating the brightest talent from local high schools and clubs. The third annual Spokane Youth Sports Awards starts right now.
Hello and welcome to the 2016 Spokane Youth Sports Awards here in downtown Spokane's historic Martin Woolson Theater at the Fox. Over the next hour, we're going to be celebrating some of the best athletes, some of the best teams, some of the best coaches. But before we do that, let's go outside for our red carpet arrivals. Here's John Collette and Lindsay Joy.
LC Girls Cross Country here in Allegra. Just tell me a little bit about what you guys are most looking forward to about tonight specifically.
Yeah, of course, we had such a fun time getting ready all together as a team. We headed up to Hartfield to take pictures on the track because we are a running group, and we're just really excited to be here and see all the great competition, and it's just so fun to be here and an honor to be against all these great teams.
It's really awesome to get recognized. I mean, gymnastics is not very well known, so it's awesome.
Elmira Cooley Heartline, state champions here, guys. Give it up. Woo! All right, Dallas Isaac up for another award as well, but take me through, you guys here and part of the festivities tonight, just what's going through your mind being part of such a special night?
I mean, we haven't really had an event like this yet, but I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, to be honored for this and have this cool red carpet thing, it's pretty special, and we'd like to thank the guys for having us out. So.
All right, here with the Northwest Christian Boys basketball team, David, what's it like to be a part of this event tonight?
It's awesome. It's awesome to see that we're reaping the benefits from our hard work this past basketball season.
Really an honor just to be in the finals and just to even be up for this award. It's just a great honor. So we're pretty excited to be here.
It's pretty cool because it makes me feel that people notice that I'm out there and working hard and doing what I love and track and all the sports I do.
For you, what's it, you probably just go out there and compete. What's it like tonight to kind of get a chance to maybe reflect a little bit about your time and all that you put into your sport?
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's the hours. I mean, the hours are definitely tough, and all of the sacrifices that I've had to make. It's for stuff like this where I can just come and enjoy myself and see other people, and I just have to think about that while I'm training, and it's just so much fun to be here.
It's an experience that none of us have ever had before. It's pretty amazing. We've all been loving it. We're really excited for tonight.
I've never done anything like this before, so I don't really know what to make of it, except that it's very exciting and very fun.
Show me those rings for the camera here. State champions, ACH here representing.
What was it like coordinating all the outfits and the whole deal?
It was a 3-week process full of lots of different outfits, sends, and the group text, and lots of fun stuff, but it was really fun.
Well, you got the classy look, you got the black tie, the white black, looking real sharp. Tonight, though, obviously you've had a great high school career. What's it mean for you tonight to kind of maybe look back on that and reflect and celebrate a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge honor to get nominated for this award, and it's just crazy to think that I'm here and it's my senior year, and this is what all come down to this point.
My sister made this dress, 3276.com.
Who are you wearing? What inspired your outfit here tonight?
I'm kind of just a bow tie guy, just me personally.
What's today been like getting ready, the whole limo and all that stuff?
It was pretty crazy. We sang a lot in the limo. We had a lot of fun. Dance party in the limo. It was fun.
Any specific song? Like
Baby by Justin Bieber, that was one.
You guys put a lot of hard work in, and it's easy to overlook tennis, but being recognized here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy that this team is nominated. We work so hard all the time, and it's good to be noticed.
Yeah.
The award you're a part of, against all odds, what does that mean to you?
What it means to me is like life can be very difficult, but I mean, you cling on and you keep moving forward, and life is just an adventure for you.
Here with the Clarkson Bantams, back-to-back state champs. You guys had a long drive to get here. What's it mean for you to be a part of this tonight?
It feels great. I mean, so happy to be here with my team and everything.
It's amazing, like working this hard to get this far and having to go against all these people is just amazing on how far I can go. And I'm just so excited to be here tonight.
But it's fun. It's fun to do this as a group and kind of get out of the setting of sports and just kind of enjoy the night together. And like one last thing for us, and it was this nomination was crazy for us because Mount Spokane basketball really hasn't been on the map, and now we are.
everyone can say that this is probably one of the most exciting days they've had all year.
All right, thank you, John. Thank you, Lindsay, and good luck to all our nominees tonight. But right now, let's go inside the Martin Woolson Theater and meet our MCs for tonight, Sam Adams and Dana Haynes.
Well, folks, welcome to the 2016 Spokane Youth Sports Awards. Thank you all for coming here tonight inside the historic Martin Woolson Theater here at the Fox. No shortage of sports talent. The quality, of course, is evident, and the variety of sports represented in this room is overwhelming.
The Spokane Sports Commission has been dedicated to athlete recognition since 1972, and many of you in this room have given of your time, you've volunteered your expertise to make sure that tonight we are honoring the very best in youth and regional sports. This night couldn't happen either without our generous sponsors. We want to thank, beginning tonight with our award sponsors, Anthony's Beach Cafe, Broadway Flying J Travel Plaza, the Fitz Memorial Basketball Tournament, Hometown Chevy Dealers, National Scouting Report, Numerica Credit Union, Spokane Power Sports, and STCU.
And tonight's gold sponsors are Arby's of Spokane, Avista, BSN Sports, Lilac Bloomsday, Davenport Hotels Autograph Collection, Doubletree by Hilton Spokane City Center, Mackin and Little Mechanical, McDonald's of Greater Spokane, Pacific Northwest Qualifier, Riverbank, and R&R Heating and Cooling. A round of applause, please, for our sponsors here tonight.
Tonight we celebrate Spokane's brightest athletic talent, the region's best in high school and club sports.
Our finalists are recognized for their exceptional athletics, but there are many more qualities that a finalist must exhibit. They must have good character. They must have dedication, courage, sportsmanship, and service. Now that we've told you why these finalists have been selected, it's time to tell you who has been chosen. Our first award tonight, presented by Hometown Chevy Dealers, honors the dedicated professionals who have propelled their teams to excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, your finalists for Coach of the Year.
Freddie Rico, Central Valley Girls Basketball, led the undefeated Bears to state 4A championship in both basketball and academics. Implemented community service as a part of the basketball program. Ray Ricks, Northwest Christian Boys Basketball, Principal, Northwest Christian High School, led Crusaders to a state 2B championship. Has won 6 state titles in 16 years as coach. And overall record of 338 and 75. David McKenna, Gonzaga Prep Football, led team to an undefeated season and 4A state championship. Seattle Seahawks High School Coach of the Year, GSL Coach of the Year, math teacher who worked in campus ministries and runs the Catholic Grade School Athletic League.
All right. And the winner of the Coach of the Year award, really they're all winners. The recipient of this year's award, Dave McKenna, Gonzaga Prep Football.
Dave, congratulations. Come on over here. I guess the first thing is, you know, everybody, no matter where they go in life after high school, if they win a state championship, that's something they talk about at high school reunions. That's the thing they talk about when they talk to each other. Tell me about this group of young men that you've led over the last 4 years, and for many of those, the seniors. Tell me about this group of young men that put a capstone to their life, and this is such an accomplishment for your team.
A huge accomplishment for them, but this is only the beginning for those kids. They're going to go on and do amazing things. The 4-year growth process that took place at Prep is special, but this group is unique. They're going to do amazing things in the future.
Coach of the Year, congratulations, Dave McKenna. All right, congrats.
We are just getting started here at the 2016 Spokane Youth Sports Awards. After the break, more awards presentations. Welcome back to the 2016 Youth Sports Awards. Right now, let's send it back to our MCs, Dana Haynes and Sam Adams.
Our second award tonight is presented by Broadway Flying J Travel Plaza. Here are your finalists for the 1B, 2B, 1A Top Female High School Sports Team.
Oakdale High School Volleyball. Finished the season with a record of 17-4. State 1B Volleyball champions. Only 36 students in the entire high school. State academic champions. Combined 3.9 GPA. Colton High School Basketball.
3 on the way. It's a big one for the Wildcats.
Finished the season 25-1. Won their 8th straight 1B state championship. A cumulative record of 203-5 since 2009. 9 straight league and district titles. Colfax High School Volleyball. Finished the season 31-4. Won their 3rd straight 2B championship. Have finished in the top 4 at state for 21 consecutive years. And have won 13 state titles under Coach Sue Doring.
And the award goes to Colton High School Girls Basketball.
Well, first of all, congratulations not only on the award, but a fantastic season. You guys are pretty amazing. You have a legendary program, really, in the Bees. And so we know that you start kids really early. Like, you have young kids that are your water girls and stuff on your team, right? How important is it to you guys, knowing that you're role models to the younger kids in the community? How important is that role to you and your team?
It's an important role to us. We take it really seriously, and it's kind of cool to have such an impact on the younger boys and girls at our school.
And what do we, moving forward here, you girls are probably like a family. So as you guys win this 8th straight title, does everyone have their sights set on next year? Or how does the process ramp back up to going back to state and hoping for another state title? But how does you guys playing all summer? How does this work?
Well, we know that this year's win doesn't win us any points for next year. And so I'm not playing this summer, obviously, because I'm graduating, but I know that these girls are working really hard right now. And so I have no doubt they're going to put in the hard work. So.
All right. Thanks so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Colton High School girls basketball. All right, well, we will continue then with the excellence in our region's smaller schools. Here are the finalists for the 1B, 2B, 1A Top Male High School Sports Team.
Deer Park Wrestling, 1A state champions. 7th state title in 9 years. 10th straight year the Stags reached the podium at state. Pacific Northwest Classic Team Champions. Elmira Cooley Heartline Football. Finished the season with a record of 13-1.
These kids just rallied. I mean, that's the bottom line. They rallied all season long. The win's awesome, but I'm just more proud of their resilience.
State 1B champions. State 1B academic champions. Northwest Christian Basketball. Finished the season 27-2. 2B state champions. Average margin of victory of 22 points in state tournament. 2nd in state in academics, 3.6 GPA.
And the top team is Deer Park High School Wrestling. What's your name?
Neil Lockwood.
All right. Come on over here, buddy. Loving that hardware. First of all, what are we wearing tonight?
My friend's dad's button-up shirt.
All right, go Stags. All right. Tell me about this. there's such a tradition of winning. I know it's not about winning, but the ultimate goal every year is to win a state championship. You guys now, and the gentleman behind you, can say you've done that 7 times in the last 9 years. Is the goal more to keep that streak going or not be the team that ends that streak?
I would say that this year, obviously, a state title is very important to us, but I feel like we wrestle more for each other, and we know that if we do well and support each other, that good things are going to happen.
All right, thank you guys. Congratulations, Deer Park Wrestling. This next award is presented by Spokane Power Sports. We are now honoring our 2A, 3A, 4A top female high school team. Here's a look at your finalists.
Central Valley High School basketball.
The way up and in with the foul.
4A girls basketball state champions. Undefeated season. 4A girls basketball state academic champions. Combined 3.9 GPA. Lewis and Clark High School cross country. Finished 8-1 on the season. Second place in the GSL, regional championships, and state championships. Combined 3.89 GPA. Mount Spokane High School basketball. Made state tournament for first time in school history. 4th place finish at state tournament. Broke state record of 3-point shots made in a game with 12. And most 3-point shots made in a tournament with 31.
The recipient of this award is Central Valley High School girls basketball.
You'll come on up with me. They have a X to put your boot on there. Okay. What's your name?
Haley Christopher.
All right. Tell me about this team. I mean, my goodness, you look at Greater Spokane League basketball. I mean, there are powerhouse teams. How did the league play? How did the schedule? You guys had to run the gauntlet to get there, and winning the state title must have been the icing on the cake.
Yeah, it was. The GSL was actually probably one of our hardest competitions. We all did our roles, and it was just kind of part of the process to keep going, and we didn't really focus on our undefeated record. We just kind of went game by game and worked our hardest to win.
You know, there are teams that have turning points even when they go undefeated. Like, you know, sometimes if you don't go undefeated, it's that 1 loss or 2 losses in a row. Was there a turning point for this Bears team early on, mid-season, late season, where you guys go, okay, it's time to buckle down, we've got a job to do?
I think that we always knew that we had a job to do. We never really we had the fear that if we lose, it wasn't gonna be the end of the world. Like, we're always gonna play our hardest, and we just go out every game and just win, I guess.
Well, congratulations on another win. Central Valley girls basketball, everybody.
All right, well, we are now spotlighting 2A, 3A, 4A top male high school team. This award is presented by Anthony's Beach Cafe.
And here are your 3 outstanding team finalists.
Lewis and Clark Tennis, 4A state champs in 2015. 2016 GSL champions, regional champions. Team finished 9th in state tournament with a 4th place singles finish. Gonzaga Prep football, undefeated in 2015. Finished the season 14-0.
The Weaver up the middle. Oh my goodness. But yes, Gonzaga Prep, they are the 4A champs.
State 4A champions for first time since 1987. Clarkston basketball finished the season 25-1. Rode a 30-game win streak carried over from last season. back-to-back state 2A champions.
And this year's winner is Gonzaga Prep football.
You had this impressive undefeated season, but it still came with challenges, one of which we heard about was the windstorm that all of us were affected by in November, but that was really one of your challenges, and you guys rose above it. So kind of walk us through those days leading up to your playoff game and that windstorm happening.
Oh, it was absolutely crazy. It was hectic. We had to change practice times. Our whole schedule changed to find times where we could practice, where there was actually light on the field. And as the program said, we had to move our game last minute because the power was never restored.
How did you guys galvanize as a team around that adversity once you got to Joe Albee, where you played your game? I mean, what were you telling each other? What ramped you up and got you through?
A field's a field. We're going to play. I mean, we just played the game we play. That's as far as it went to us.
Thank you so much. Congratulations, Gonzaga Prep football.
And the show goes on here at the 2016 Spokane Youth Sports Awards when we come back. Welcome back to the 2016 Spokane Youth Sports Awards, celebrating the area's top student athletes. Let's get back to the show.
Folks, along with high school athletes who pour a good chunk of their free time into sports, there are athletes who participate in club sports with just as much dedication and just as much focus. We honor those teenagers tonight with our next two categories. First, the non-high school sports top female athlete. And here are your finalists.
Sarah Nichols, swimming, Coeur d'Alene Area Swim Team. Qualified for the 2016 Olympic Trials in 100-meter breaststroke. Currently the second fastest 15-year-old in the nation. Set records with both Inland Empire Swimming and Coeur d'Alene Swim Team. 4.0 GPA at Central Valley High School. Hannah Bowles, gymnastics, dynamic gymnastics. Level 10 gymnast, regional all-around champion, top qualifier at 2016 Junior Olympics National Championships, honor roll student at Mount Spokane High School. Sakaya McCoy, swimming, Spokane Area Swimming. Qualified for Junior National Swimming Championships in 2014 and 15. Holds the 2015 Inland Empire swimming record in 1650-meter freestyle. Finished third overall in the Coeur d'Alene Crossing. Will attend the University of Idaho on a swimming scholarship.
And the recipient of this award goes to Sarah Nichols, Coeur d'Alene Area Swim Team.
Sure, you're more used to ribbons than you are trophies, right?
Yes, exactly.
Tell me about this, first of all, this group of finalists that you went up against, that you must have tremendous respect for everybody here in the club sports that really produce top athletes, student athletes year after year.
Oh, definitely. I mean, there's tons of talent in this room, and not just like high school sports, but definitely club sports as well. And it's just amazing to be included with them as well.
Sometimes you're only as good as your competitors, and when you look, you've got your eye, like we have local teams here playing against local teams and then regionally. Here, your goal is to go up against the nation's best and then the world's best. How do you do that? How do you prepare for that psychologically and physically?
I mean, I go to local meets here as well, and I go to most of the local meets here, and so when I go to the national competitions, I just have to think about it as local meet competitions, and then I have my friends with me, and you just have to keep that simple mindset and not get overwhelmed that you're swimming against Olympians and other people.
I already asked one winner it was too early to talk about a repeat. Is it too early to talk about Olympics? That must be your ultimate goal.
My coaches think that if I train hard and with college training and in 2020, maybe I have a shot, but definitely this Olympic trial is just to kind of go there and kind of see how it feels and just kind of get a feel for the water there. It'll just be a fun experience.
Hope to see you on a Wheaties box someday.
Oh, thank you.
Sarah Nichols, everybody.
The next award is sponsored by Numerica Credit Union. Here are your finalists for the non-high school sports top male athlete.
Spencer Kimbrough, wheelchair basketball and track and field, Parasports Spokane. Finished 9th in Bloomsday, elite wheelchair division. Competed at USA Paralympics Nationals. Qualified for Parapan Am USA team. Represented the U.S. at World Championships in Qatar. Youngest of 80 selected to the team. Daniel Roy, swimming, Spokane area swimming. Will compete at U.S. Olympic trials in 200-meter breaststroke. 2015 national champion, 18 and under. Ranked 4th in U.S. in his age group, 11th overall for men. Inland Empire Swimmer of the Year, honor student at Gonzaga Prep, 3.7 GPA. Andrew Potek, Nordic Ski, Spokane Nordic Ski. First Spokane skier to finish in top 10 at U20 Junior Nationals. All-American, 2 first-place finishes, 2 seconds, 2 thirds in 6 qualifying races at USSA Junior Nationals. Ferris High School valedictorian.
And the recipient of this award is Andrew Potek, Spokane Nordic Ski Association.
Hi, Andrew. Congratulations. I wanted to ask you, it's 95 degrees out today. We saw a little clip of it when we were in the video, but what do you do? Because you obviously have to train year-round. What do you do in the off-season? I hear you have some really unique ways of staying in shape.
Yeah, so we have, they're called roller skis, and they kind of mimic skiing pretty well. And so we do a fair amount of that, and then just general conditioning for most of the summer.
Did I hear that maybe you rock climb or you do something like that?
I've been really into rock climbing lately, so that helps me keep my upper body strength and stuff like that up.
How do you train for elevation? Because where you ski here, is not as high as some of the places you might compete. So what do you do to keep that lung capacity as big as possible?
So at Mount Spokane, I think it's around 5,000 feet, and then some of the races we go to, it'll be 6,000 or 7,000 feet. So it's not a huge difference, but we'll do a lot of interval training and stuff like that. That really helps.
Now, we know we're in the Summer Olympic cycle right now, but do you have your sights set on 2018? I mean, is that something that you dream about? What are your dreams?
My dreams, I think the Olympics might be a little bit of a long shot, but I would definitely like to continue skiing in college.
We don't think it's a long shot. We're pulling for you.
Thank you.
Everybody, Andrew Potek.
Well, folks, we had so many nominations come in for our next 2 categories. So instead of 3 finalists this year, we have expanded it to 4. The next award is sponsored by National Scouting Report, and here are your finalists for high school sports top female athlete.
Zella Conley, sophomore, Meade, gymnastics, track and field, 300-meter hurdles, district and regional champion. GSL, district record holder, and 3rd place finisher at state and 100-meter hurdles. Gymnastics, first team, all GSL, all events. District champion on vault, beam, and floor. Lexi Hull, sophomore, Central Valley, basketball.
Going back inside the hole.
Averaged 18.1 points per game for the undefeated Bears. First team all GSL. First team Seattle Times All-State. 4A State Tournament MVP. Gatorade State Player of the Year nominee. 4.0 GPA. Riley Lupfer, senior. Lewis and Clark. Basketball.
Vintage performance by that young lady, Riley Lupfer.
GSL leading scorer. Averaged over 21 points per game. GSL All-League First Team. GSL MVP. All-State First Team. Full scholarship to Boise State. Zoe Moser, senior. Colton. Volleyball, basketball, softball. 4-time state basketball champion.
Mosier knifes in and scores. Beautiful work.
WIVCA Co-Player of the Year. AP 1B Player of the Year. State B All-Time Leading Scorer. ASB President. 4.0 GPA. Enrolled into University of Washington's Honors Program.
Some really, really impressive girls tonight. The recipient of this award, the high school top female athlete, is Riley Lupfer, Lewis and Clark High School girls basketball.
All right, the moment you've been dreading an interview. We had the honor of covering you many times, live broadcasts, and I can't count how many times I saw you going hard at the rim, drawing contact, the basket and the foul. Play with this zeal. How would you describe yourself as a basketball player? How would you like to be remembered for your high school days at LC?
Just competitive, make everyone play hard, out there, giving them all every practice, every game.
There are so many, specifically girls basketball players from the Spokane area, Spokane Valley, that went on to play Division I college basketball, and many of them overseas and even in the WNBA. Do you think you can be the next?
I mean, that's always the goal. Keep working hard. Hopefully at least overseas.
Riley Lupfer, everybody. Awesome, awesome player. Our next award is brought to you by STCU, and here are your finalists for High School Sports Top Male Athlete.
Nick Johnson, senior, Gonzaga Prep, football, track and field.
And it's caught by Johnson. Nobody's going to catch him.
Back-to-back 110-meter hurdles state champion, GSL record holder in 110-meter hurdles. First team all GSL wide receiver. Dallas Isaac, Elmira Cooley Heartline. Football, basketball, baseball. First team AP All-State quarterback and linebacker. AP 1B Washington Player of the Year in basketball. 3.99 GPA. ACH salutatorian. Dalton Young, Jr., Lakeside, wrestling.
Just 16 seconds into this one, Dalton Young.
3-time state wrestling champion. 3-time tri-state champion. 4-time All-American in Greco and freestyle wrestling. Undefeated in high school with a record of 124 and 0. 4.0 GPA. Justin Janke, senior, North Central. Cross country, track and field. Triple Crown winner. State champion in 3,200 and 1,600 meters. Individual cross country state champion. Gatorade cross country runner of the year in Washington. 4.0 GPA.
And the recipient of this year's award is Dalton Young, Lakeside High School Wrestling.
Dalton, congratulations. We wanted to ask you kind of about future plans. I mean, gosh, your records alone, you've done it so much in high school already. We know that you still have your senior year left, but what are future plans? College? Do we know where we're going? Can you talk about it a little bit?
No, I don't know where I'm going yet, but I definitely want to wrestle at the D1 level.
And are you thinking about Olympics as well? I mean, you know, again, this is the Olympic year, so we're all kind of thinking about it's top of mind. But I mean, could we see you there in 4 years?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, I train freestyle and Greco wrestling in the spring and the summer, so it's one of my passions.
And we also know that you're quite the role model for younger athletes, including your younger brother, who you're kind of mentoring. But overall, what's it like? I mean, you have to be looked up to by a lot of the young athletes. I know you guys do a lot of wrestling programs. You probably volunteer. So do you take that role very seriously?
Yes, yeah, I do, because definitely you just have to lead those younger kids, because those are the kids coming up in the program.
Thank you so much. Dalton Young, everybody. High school Male Athlete of the Year.
We are back with more of the 2016 Spokane Youth Sports Awards right after this. Welcome back to the 2016 Spokane Youth Sports Awards. We have saved the best for last. It's an inspirational category. It's our Against All Odds award.
Our final honor tonight celebrates student athletes who defy the odds. Given challenges, they don't just rise to those challenges, they actually crush them. Before we recognize the Against All Odds honorees tonight, we have a message from Jim McPhee from the Fitz Memorial Basketball Tournament. Jim.
Thanks very much. It's my privilege and honor to be here tonight. My name is Jim McPhee, and I am the president and chair of the Dan Fitzgerald Memorial Basketball Tournament. And Dan Fitzgerald coached at Gonzaga men's basketball, and he also was its athletic director for years and years. And he laid the foundation for what that program is today. Now, any of you who knew Fitz know that I can't describe him in any amount of time. But most of all, Fitz thought about others before he thought about himself. Now, a group of people, after Fitz passed away, a group of people whose lives were touched by Fitz going back to the 1960s got together and tried to come up with a way to say thanks. The Dan Fitzgerald Memorial Basketball Tournament was born. 4 girls teams, 4 boys teams, half of them from out of town, Idaho, Oregon, California. We give them a banquet with a keynote speaker, put them up at Northern Quest, give them meals, and give them practice facilities. Then we have 2 days of basketball. They're on radio, they're on television, courtesy of SWX, but it's not just about the basketball. And it's not about honoring Dan Fitzgerald. He would have hated that, wouldn't have allowed it. What we're honoring is Fitz's legacy of giving. We're stressing character beyond sports because that's exactly what Fitz did every single day. Our primary component is service to others and saying thanks. Players from the boys team go to Union Gospel Mission. They get a message from the executive director and one of the guests. Then they tour the facility. Half of the boys serve a meal, the other half eat with the guests. And then halfway through that, they switch. Girls teams get a presentation at Second Harvest, and then they sort food for the afternoon. We don't charge admission to the games. We suggest donations of food, and each year we've given over 1,000 pounds of food to Second Harvest. Now, through the kindness of our donors and the tireless work of our unpaid committee members, in 5 years we've given over $150,000 to local charities, including Spokane Boys and Girls Club, the GSL Needy Students Fund, Hoop Fest Midnight Basketball League, and we put kids on scholarship that can't otherwise afford to be on an AAU traveling team to try to get them in front of college recruiters. Again, we're trying to say thanks to Fitz, but we're doing it by trying to honor his legacy of giving. We're also very proud to sponsor this award with the Spokane Sports Commission. Now, Fitz liked a certain type of person, certain type of athlete, a hard-working fighter that cares about something more than themselves. And as you're about to see, we've got some extremely deserving recipients this year that I'm very proud to share the stage with. Thank you.
And now it's time for our honorees. Take a look at why these special student athletes were chosen here tonight.
I'm Adam Jacobson. I'm a type 1 diabetic. I play football, basketball, and I've played baseball and tennis here at LC. So I was diagnosed when I was 4 years old. I just looked at it as it couldn't stop me from doing anything I wanted to do. Before football games, I'd have to take my pump off. I'd have to go on injections for the games. I had to take close to 4 or 5 shots every game, testing my blood sugar every quarter. I'm a counselor at a type 1 diabetic camp, and so I have a bunch of 7 and 8-year-old diabetics that are newly diagnosed that come up to me and ask me questions on how I do it and how I am able to play sports. And so I look at it as I'm a role model for these younger kids to show that just because you get this disease and it is bad, it's not fun, but you can make something out of it and you can show that you're like a better person by overcoming it.
Well, I'm Eli Emerson, I'm 18, senior at Central Valley. So I did basketball, and that was pretty much my whole life. This was in 2013, I think it was in July. We were playing in a game, it was kind of a faster paced game. When the ball went out of bounds, I kind of was just walking down the other end of the court and just went unconscious. I had no heartbeat, no blood flow, no anything, and I was clinically dead. And Blaze Burnham, he kind of did a cardiac thump. He hit my chest as hard as he could, and it kind of revived me and brought my heartbeat back. And they said, you have a hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, which is enlarged heart walls. They told me I couldn't play again. Like, I planned my whole life pretty much around basketball, and so when they took that away, it kind of hurt. I've been through with all my teammates through, second grade, and I just didn't want to let them down. I didn't want them to do it without me. And I just felt like I needed to do something for them, and I couldn't just kind of lay down and quit, that I had to persevere and try and at least come back and help them through my senior year.
Shot clock, Emerson, he'll put up the 3. Goes for him! How about Eli Emerson?
People are looking up to me, and that comes with big expectations, but I just know that I'm helping them realize that you can do anything, that overcome any obstacle that there is, and even if things don't work out, you just got to keep trying and persevere, and you can get it done.
My name is Katie Kaska. I was born deaf. As I was growing up, I got cochlear implants, and I learned how to talk, and I got away from sign language, and I played softball, soccer, and basketball. My favorite part about playing sports was the idea of being on the team and challenging myself. So in December of 2013, I got sick. Something attacked my spinal cord, but the doctors don't know exactly what it was. And it left me paralyzed on the right leg from the waist down. I chose not to give up because I wanted to still live my life. That's the plain and simple fact. What can you do? I mean, you lose your leg, you can be depressed, or you can grow and live and challenge yourself and play different sports. Right now I play wheelchair basketball, and I also do track and field with Parasport Spokane. It was a tragic thing that happened, but it turned into something that was beautiful. Being a role model, I think, is one of the most important things that anybody can do. There's all these children that are much younger than me and smaller than me who have such an innocence about them that the world hasn't yet touched. And so I think the important thing about being a role model is teaching these children how to kind of grow up into their own kind of model human beings. There's a model that I go by that I think kind of works with the message. It's nothing incredible was ever achieved by playing it safe, by Jonathan Scott. And so to me that just means if you just play it safe on the sidelines, you're not going to get anywhere that you want to go to. If you just let yourself have a little bit of risk, something great could happen, like it did for me.
My name is Roberto Lopez. I'm a senior at John R. Rogers High School. I run cross country and track. Growing up for me was pretty sad. I didn't know my dad very well until like 3 years old. He left, and then my mom got remarried, and he was an abusive stepdad. He was alcoholic, and he always beat us every night. He beat my mom. After a while, they got divorced, but we still had problems with him. And my mom had to work 2 back-breaking jobs, always sad. And I was really young, and I could see her struggle. And low on food, electricity sometimes was out. Some nights, my mom wouldn't eat. She'd feed us though, and I felt really bad. And that's when I showed my little brother and sister the way. When my mom wants me to get a job, then I'll start helping out. I work at McDonald's. I work 30 hours a week. All the money goes towards the phone bill. I offered to pay food for the house. I love my mom. She's the strongest woman I ever met. Her working 2 jobs and only getting like 6 hours of sleep every day or less even, it's just pretty amazing to me. And without her, I don't think I would be the person I am today. I was never alone. There was always someone there to be there and support me. Like freshman year, that's when I started track, and I think the biggest accomplishment that I faced was my hip injury, because that's when I just went downhill and I lost all motivation of running. I had a dislocated hip, torn IT band. It was just, this leg was just messed up. But then, like I said, I was never alone. I met Bob Paul. He really rejuvenated my energy and built me back up, and I think it became stronger for me. I think I learned a lot, not just from running, but from carrying people and what I can do to others. And from there, that's where I want to do my career, is physical therapy. I'll be the first one in college in my family that will be in college and get through college. And I really want to get my family out of poverty. And that'll be my biggest goal, and that would really change the trajectory of my lineage. I always brought up that question, like, I talk to myself, it's like, don't give up. You can't give up. Because I feel like if I give up, I'm giving up the person who I want to become. It's like running. You run to become better and excel. And giving up won't get me there.
Got Adam with me. What sports don't you play?
I mean, I guess there's a lot I don't play, but I try to get out and do all I can. Yeah.
When you do everything that you do and you make no excuses, what goes through your mind? To everyone out here, it's exceptional, and I would imagine to you it's pretty simple.
Yeah, I mean, it's an everyday thing. I mean, I was diagnosed at 4, so it's part of me, and I wouldn't be myself without it. So I don't look at it as a challenge or disability. It's me, and so I use it to push myself harder and become more of an athlete and a better person and a better student.
And what's next for you, Adam?
I'll attend Washington State University, and yeah, I'm excited.
Can we get a Go Cougs?
Go Cougs.
Well, that's perfect then. I'll go to the other end of the stage here in Roberto Lopez. We will start with the question that Sam ended with. Where are you going next year, and what are your plans?
I'm going to the University of Washington. Go Huskies.
I was waiting for that. I figured there might be a kind of a safe rivalry up here. Talk a little bit about when you found running and what it does for you. It sounds like you blast through anything that's in your way, you kind of just blast through it.
I started running freshman year. I really had no passion for it until I met my Coach Bell. I met him last race, and then I just found the love for it, and I continued it. And then furthermore, I just wanted, it was just really tough. And overall, I wanted to attend the University of Washington, run there, and learn physical therapy.
And it sounds like you're on your way to do all of that.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you, Roberto Lopez.
Hi, Eli. How are we doing?
Doing good.
All right, Eli. Blaze couldn't be here tonight, but could you tell me about what you remember from that day when, a lot of people, your life literally flashing right before your eyes?
Yeah, it was a normal day to me, just going to another basketball tournament, warm up, stretch, nothing was wrong, and mid-game I'm just falling flat on my face, and I can't open my eyes, and I know something's wrong, but I don't know what's wrong per se because I'm not awake, and yeah, it was pretty scary to me and everyone else that was in attendance.
And now, moving forward, where you are today, did you ever think in a million years that you'd be standing on this stage? And you're an inspiration right now to a lot of people.
Yeah, I never thought I'd be here. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, it's been a long journey from that day, and I've been blessed to come back, blessed with great teammates, great coaches, great parents that have all helped me get back to where I am today and helping me out.
A lot of hard work, a lot of perspiration, a lot of just passion for everything that you do. Tell me what's next for you, Eli.
I'm going to go down to Phoenix and attend Grand Canyon University, and I hope to become a financial advisor.
All right, you can manage my money, okay?
All right, I will do that.
Thank you, Eli.
Thank you. Katie, I wanted to ask you, you would be considered really, for your age, an elite wheelchair athlete at this point. Tell me a little bit about where you've chosen to go to college, what program you're going to be playing in, and then what you're going to study in school.
I'm going to attend the University of Illinois at Urbana next fall to study atmospheric sciences. I will also play wheelchair basketball, and my hope is to go to the 2020 Paralympics.
You mentioned in that video piece that you really take the job of being a role model seriously. You take it very seriously. For those that have to overcome some kind of an injury or an obstacle or something, a challenge that they face, I mean, what's your best advice for someone? You've faced quite a few in your life, and you've seemed to come out really well. So can you give some advice to those out there facing challenges?
The one biggest important advice I have is to always take care of yourself. I mean, everybody goes through everything really differently, and they have a different process. So the really important thing is just to take care of yourself and choose your own path.
Thank you so much. Katie Katzka. Well, now is the fun part. We want to welcome Jim McPhee back onto the stage. He's got a check presentation from the Fitz Memorial Basketball Tournament. He wants to award a scholarship to each of you individually for $1,000.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, your 2016 Against All Odds Awards finalists and honorees.
We have come to the end.
Is this it?
This is it.
Who's had fun tonight?
I hope you guys had fun.
Again, we'd like to take this moment to thank you all in the audience, and a special thank you to our generous sponsors and, of course, the Fitz Memorial Basketball Tournament.
And we also want to give a big thanks to SWX. Thanks again for attending the 2016 Spokane Youth Sports Awards. Good night, everybody.
Sam, Dana, thank you. And thank you at home for being with us tonight as we celebrated the area's best student athletes. We hope to see you again next year.